And we're live. We're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, around town and long distance drivers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to the engineers out there. Shout out to the people who keep us cool when the AC system them broke down, the AC techs. Shout out to the crossing guard lady that I met in Walmart, even though school is not in, so there are no children to guard in the cross. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others. As much as you want good for yourself, you're a good person. Don't let that go over your head. Shout out to you. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. I guess you can tell by now that the live is open. That means this is the one freebie for the week. I said every week I'm going to do one random day where the chat's open and everybody can come on in and be together and, keep it respectful. Say what you got to say because we're not children around here. And I am not offended if your opinion does not match mine. You are free to have your own opinion. Just respect mine as I respect yours and respect the other people in the chat room as well. We don't do up under mother. We don't do suck out nothing. We don't do any of those things over here. This is not that kind of party. At the same time, you can find some intelligent words to express how you're really feeling. Bomber Clot is welcome over here though, as well as all the other ones. Them. See? Here we are this morning on this beautiful Monday morning. I give thanks because again, I don't have nothing wrong with me. I'm feeling pretty good and frisky. Yeah, I'm up and about. I'm healthy as far as I know. I'm not in anybody's hospital. Nobody's planning my funeral, and them kind of something that nothing is hurting this morning. So I feel good, and I give thanks. Yes. All right. Watch now. Let me take out my glasses. I'm gonna try to hide my up all night eyes, but I'm okay. I'm trying to hide something from you guys, right? Because we did a work with a different kind of look. Shakira probably around there watching if she is. She's the mastermind behind this new look. If you notice anything different about me, say what you think it is. I'm trying to hide this appearance until later because I haven't really put it together all the way together yet. But if you can't tell, then that's okay. See? Let me go big up some people this morning. This morning we have a lot of things going on, a lot of things to talk about. Let me see. Not necessarily we're going to get into all these topics, but the conversation about Jashii, dancehall artist Jashii, and the incident that supposedly happened with his mom and the man who allegedly spat in her face and then was confronted by her son, the popular recording artist, and then hours later he was murdered. That took a turn over the weekend. Joshi's mom actually looked like the man say bald head and bearded face. Bald and a bearded face. I like that one day. I like that one day. Keep them coming. Keep them coming until somebody figure it out. Me I go show you. Your face just look plump. Because the hat has squeezed my head. That's why I put on the hat too tight. And all right, keep them coming. So we're gonna talk about that because there's a video out where Jashii's both his parents had something to say. And I just one big bag of mix-up, but in the whole big bag of mix-up, guess who gets thrown under the bus? Vloggers. Vloggers get thrown under the bus. Vloggers are being blamed for mom not feeling safe in her community where she born and grow in a. Vloggers are being blamed for taking this thing overboard and all this. So we're going to get into all that this morning. I don't know if you saw the BET Awards for 2023. It was a fiasco. The great Busta Rhymes was not awarded, but he was celebrated, right? The great Busta Rhymes was celebrated. And Busta had to let the world know that a Jamaican thing there. Yeah, and he was like, it in my blood. You see it. And, and then he brought out his friends and associates, and they had a whole dance hall segment, and that is your hair cornrow too tight. Ras Jada, you're on to something. All right, somebody say bald head and beard. A next person say your hair cornrow and it too tight. That's two. All right, so we're gonna talk about the BET Awards again. I saw Spice performance, and the reason why I'm singling out Spice and her performance was because well on Vicky Victory says dreads. You're on to something. Dorothy T says you had a facial. Rotted. We're doing all kinds of things this morning. Unasunsi. Just keep them coming. A lot of people have something bad to say about Spice's performance. And then of course a lot of people are defending her. I don't know if you saw the performance. I did. I watched her performance. I watched Busta Rhymes, and there are a couple of other people there that I didn't get to see. Wifey tell me this morning, say Cutty Ranks performed as well, and Skilly Bang, I believe, was also there. I saw Dexter Daps mash up the place in form, right? Did y'all see Lady Saw grooving in the park this weekend performance as well? Can't remember, I know Lady Saw Spice was booked for the same show that Lady Saw was on. And when I first saw it, I said, wow, this is going to be big because they're both going to be on one stage. Maybe they're going to bury the hatchet, squash the beef, become good friends again, or at least bury the hatchet for the crowd's sake and whatever. And then last minute, Spice canceled. Spice ended up on BET Awards, which had to have been pre-filmed. Somebody said she was performing somewhere else. I don't know, but that was the highlight of the weekend. Lady Saw performed in front of 30,000+ people at Groovin' in the Park, and Spice was on BET. Both ladies doing two big things, two separate direction, and all these things. I'm going to critique both performances and say some things too about the 2023 BET Awards. An all-inclusive hotel. One of the hotels that I actually looked at, because when you go to Jamaica, I said to myself, say, I want to give my children the all-inclusive feel of Jamaica. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to book into a family-friendly, all-inclusive hotel in Jamaica and, let the kids enjoy themselves. Well, I did proper research and I found one of the best, if not the best, most awarded, all family-friendly, all-inclusive hotels in Jamaica, only to hear this weekend that gunman invaded that same hotel. An all-inclusive joint. All-inclusive, you're supposed to be safe. Gunman invaded the all-inclusive joint. We have the details right here. And of course, there's another story out of Jamaica about an American woman that was found dead in a hotel in Jamaica. And that's a separate incident, and we're gonna get into that one as well. We're not gonna do none of the killy story. Them last night, before I went to bed, I saw 7 shot, one dead, and a next one triple murder over Yasobai. We're not gonna talk about those this morning. We do those on a different day if we ever get to those at all. It just but those are what we're getting into this morning, right? And for the people who have been hitting me up all weekend, I got quite a few hit ups this weekend the proper way, which is through SouFLoTV at gmail.com about business and advertising and stuff like that. I will make time today to answer everybody accordingly. I answered a few of you already. We got the ball rolling. I wasn't able to get around to everybody because on the weekend, my house full. All my kids are together and they are right here. See, so I never have time to get into the thing, but I'll get into it today and I'll be back with you today. Swift answer. Those are the things we're going to talk about. Tired of those now. Yeah, every day the whole how much dead and how much shut up, and I get burnt out doing those stories, so I take a break from them. Sometimes it's just too much. However, I feel like the all-inclusive stuff we have to talk about, and the woman in the hotel room we have to talk about. She's not the first one for the year. Jashii show canceled, and his mama has a lot to say. We're gonna talk about that and the BET Awards. Where do we begin? Big up the people that are here this morning. Which hotel? Jason Jones says it's the FDR. Let's start out with the FDR hotel, right? Or let's do it this way. I give it to you. 60 seconds while I sips my tea. This morning I'm having mint in hot water, no sugar, no nothing, just some mint and some hot water. The sugar not too good for you, you know, too much sugar. Too much sugar not good for you at all. So me try not to use the sugar all the time, cause me no want sick with the sugar. Anyhow, let's do the sad stories first. Start with the hotel first. Les Steph says start with the hotel first. You got about 50 seconds left. While I'm here in Jamaica on vacation. Jason Jones, enjoy your vacation. When I'm in Jamaica on vacation, I really never feel pressed or feel dangered or in danger. But, you know, things can change in the blink of an eye. So you still don't act like, just like everywhere else, you exercise caution, right? All right. Hotel, 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 hotel. Assarin Hotel, Onika St. John Jones, big up yourself. Sean Cassell, big up yourself. Hotel, hotel. Jason Jones says, recommend a good one. Anyone, a good hotel. Sexy Body says hotel. Katie and Russell says hotel. Audrey Wright, hotel, hotel. Hotel it's going to be. We have 10 seconds more. I don't think any other topic is going to beat it. It's going to be the hotel. I can't imagine. Hotel. Okay. Don Roy Coffee says hotel. Nevada Foster says hotel. Big Mouth Shaba says hotel. Big Mouth Shaba. Me like the name there. Big up yourself, big dirty stinking Shaba. That's what Shaba used to call himself. Anyhow, it's the hotel it's going to be. Listen, I was thoroughly impressed when I first saw this hotel. I said, what? Jamaica have all this, and them have all daycare center there, and you can't go leave your kids with them, and the kids are under surveillance, and nobody can like do stuff to your kids. It's not like you leave your children with somebody and you have to wonder what's going on. I don't really trust these people. I don't think the whole place is cameraed up, right? And you can drop in any minute and pick up your kids. Is not no where are my children kind of thing. Like it's really, really nice. And the things that they have there, the water park, all these something, my kids would thoroughly enjoy it. But because I'm a Jamaican, I find it hard to go to these places. I prefer to go around visiting family and friends and eat food off of the side of the road and them kind of thing. Because to me, that's the real Jamaican experience. You know, locked inside of a hotel with Americans when I just came from America, it's not my idea of. So it's nothing bad against the all-inclusive hotels. I just never got around to doing it. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it because I want to have the experience and I want my children to have the experience of an all-inclusive in Jamaica, on the island of Jamaica. So the headline says, gunmen invade Jamaica hotel. I didn't make that headline up. That's how the headline was printed. Gunmen invade a Jamaican hotel. So the Jamaica Constabulary Force has reportedly launched a high-level probe after the FDR, it's called the FDR All-Inclusive Hotel and Spa, in St. Ann Bay, was invaded by gunmen Friday morning. Now, people, I must tell you that St. Ann is one of them places in Jamaica. Like, if you watch a couple of my videos, most recent videos, one of them where I had that house overlooking the sea, where you can see the sea from the backyard, and it's nice. Another community there, and the house them look like very opulent and expensive. That was in St. Ann. That was in St. Ann. St. Ann is not known for these kinds of activities, although people from St. Ann pinch me and say, SouFlo, are two different St. Ann exist, you know. One part is like a little bridge we have around there, and one part over the bridge. I be a madness going over there, so, and then up at the part which where you was, that's where the nice part was. I said, oh, I didn't know. I'm glad I didn't go over the bridge, because you know me, I'm picking them with me and all these kind of things. Anyhow, St. Ann is not known, or was not known until recently. Things start turn up, but it's one of those places in Jamaica where the crime rate is relatively pretty low, and it's a place where you can really enjoy. And St. Ann have a kind of vibe to it, you know. From you, the breeze feel different. Me not lie, the ambiance is different. Anyhow, according to the Jamaica Observer, 5 men, 2 of them were armed with Uzi submachine guns, and 1 had a pistol. They robbed employees, of more than $100,000 at the hotel. The men reportedly accessed the property about 1:52 a.m. under the main gate. Under the main gate. Now, the main gate to FDR definitely has security, definitely has cameras. FDR, I hope you have camera. I hope you have cameras in and around your property and on the outside of your property and across the street, pointing towards your property, up and down, approaching angles. This is what I've been saying for the longest that all of you need to have. So I hope y'all been listening. Anyhow, I can't imagine the fright being there with your family and this happened. 5 man, 5 gunmen. And they said 2 of the guns were Uzi submachine guns. You might not be a gun connoisseur, but a Uzi in action is a very frightening gun. Yeah? It pepper up the place fast, fast, fast. One of them there? Right, they came with 2 and a pistol. All right. One of the men held up the security guard and tied him up, while the other 4 men went into the lobby area of the hotel where they held up the night auditor and robbed her of 19,000 Jamaican dollars and 700 US dollars in cash and a cell phone. Now, while they were demanding that the employees open the safe, the gunman who was left with the guard, one of them left with the security guard, you hold him while the rest are we going there. So the gunman that was left with the security guard, he was heading to the lobby when he was fired on by his cronies who thought that he was security personnel. So they mixed up the job and started firing at each other in the hotel, thinking it was security coming for them when it was another one of them approaching the other. This is the story so far. The men also attempted to rob 2 visitors who had just entered the property in an SUV. Gun novice, not true? They also attempted to rob 2 visitors who just entered the property in an SUV. The men intercepted the vehicle, jumped on the 2 visitors, and told the visitors, demanded that the visitors hand over their properties. The visitors resisted, and the gunman fired 1 round. You think a plating this? I think a toy gun may have. Bow! Show them say it's a real gun, right? They still didn't give up whatever it was they were asking for, and they fled the hotel on foot. Police came and they processed the scene and they found 1 spent shell casing and a live round of ammunition in the hotel lobby, and bullet fragments were also found in the Suzuki SUV that the visitors had pulled into the parking lot in. This could have turned out very tragic. Nobody died. This sounds like a fiasco. This sounds like something where if it happened to me and I was a tourist visiting Jamaica, I would probably never want to visit Jamaica again. I'm just saying. I'm a Jamaican. Me can't stop going to Jamaica. I know a lot of Jamaicans who have stopped going to Jamaica. They're on this platform all the time. Even when I'm encouraging them to go. It's crazy because a lot of the times this is exactly what I say. I say, Chuck, you haven't been home in a while, so you're out of touch. The place run different now. People like me who go up on a regular basis and we stay in touch with people, we kind of feel more connected to the island, like we know how the ground run and these kind of things. You are going to feel out of place. So I encourage you to go more often if you can to familiarize yourself with areas and places, people and faces and these kind of things. And if you're still scared, or if you don't have any family members around who are going to look out for you, and yeah, man, come stay at the house, man, make we have a jolly good time. If you don't have that, go to an all-inclusive. This is what I've told the people. I said an all-inclusive is safe. I never heard of anything happening in an all-inclusive before. Yeah, we've heard the rape stories of the hotel employees forcing themselves on patrons and these kind of things, but we've never heard of any big story like this, like 5 gunmen, 2 Uzi, them a carrying, gunshots fired, and the hotel get robbed, and these kind of things. We've never heard of this before. This is new. This is new. So me telling these people now that, well, if you're afraid, just go into an all-inclusive, man. I can't tell these people that again, because now they're gonna be like, yeah, but SouFlo, we just saw the story on the FDR. So are the all-inclusives really safe? And of course, right now, all the big heads and the big wigs, they're going ape because this is our tourism industry directly affected. See, before everybody is like, oh, it's happening outside, I'll just stay inside my hotel resort. And as far as the rape stuff go, I'll just stay away from the guys that work there. Okay, problem solved. You couldn't avoid that. You could not avoid that. And the headline says gunmen invade a Jamaica hotel. The messed up part is when you look for the best, if you are going with your family, wife and children, or husband and children, and you're looking for the best hotel in Jamaica to stay that is family friendly because you want stuff for the children to do so they're not sitting around bored because children don't like adult activities. You're probably boring. You probably want to go chill in the pool. You probably want to go read a book by the down by the beach, lay down on one of the hammocks or something. And the kids don't want that. They want to go on slides. They want to see other kids their age group. They want to play. They want to enjoy the ambience of Jamaica, the beautiful sunshine, run up and down. They have activities that are organized throughout the day to entertain these children specifically. This is the hotel. So on one hand, I'm kind of promoting the hotel because I did do my research on it before and I was going to go there. And on the other hand, I'm saying if this place isn't safe, then where is? But it goes to show you, you know, remember one time gone, crime and violence was only in certain places around the island, so you were it was relatively easy to avoid. You'd be like, okay, I'm just not going down on that side there, or I'm just not going over there, or I'm just not going up there. That's changed. That's changed. Now it's everywhere. A couple of stories have happened that I didn't cover, and I didn't cover it because I just didn't know what to say. I saw a video a couple of weeks ago of a man and his family that were in Jamaica and they had a house. I don't know if it's an Airbnb or I don't know if they visit the island on a regular basis and they have built a house there. Anyways, it was a pretty nice house. The house had cameras all over the place. He looks like a white man, but him have dreadlocks. Anyways, in the video, he's seen like him roll up a spliff or something in like a garden area of the house, and out of nowhere, 3 men appear, masked up, right? And they're grabbing him and dragging him, and then a tussle ensued, and he broke away from them on camera. I'm watching this, and he broke away from them and he ran. But he ran around a corner where I don't think there was any cameras around that corner because that's where the video cut off. So I'm watching the video and I'm saying to myself, is somebody do this as an acting skit? Because you know people do all kind of stuff for attention these days. Somebody do this as an acting skit or was this really real? Then the news broke that, you know, such person got killed in their property. And I learned that it was their property. It's their home in Jamaica away from their home overseas. So the place I get kind of weird. The place is getting kind of weird. I just want to tell my Jamaican people who are doing this, because I know some of them don't care. It makes no sense to even speak to them because them not listen to you. Y'all are mashing up the country big time, like way beyond what you think you're doing. You are causing damages that are irreparable. I had my place broken into before, and I was paranoid for the rest of the years that I lived in that area until me finally move. And if you ask me if I would ever move back there again, I would say no. Even though now the area has been gentrified and completely changed, I still wouldn't move back there because it did something to my psyche. And it's an area that I'm always just paranoid in. Y'all are doing something to the country that you have no idea, obviously, and you don't care, obviously. Tourists are now going to use this. You know, usually the tourists are like, there's a lot of killing going on in Jamaica, but it's mostly gang related, and I'm not in any gang, and I don't plan on being around too many Jamaicans when I go anyways. There are safe spots that you can go to, and you can enjoy the true ambiance of Jamaica without getting into all that. And they're right. They are right. But their safe spot was all-inclusive. So now when this start happening inside of all-inclusives, what are they supposed to do? So I'm ready for damage the tourism industry as well. And then what? I mean, what do we have planned to replace it? Think about it. I want you to really think about this. What's bringing the most money into Jamaica? What's bringing the most money into Jamaica right now? I want you to really think about this. Let's take a call. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to Winnow.
In a weird way, I think that one of two things that happen from this. This can either be how we finally solve our crime problem, or this can be how Jamaica, as we've been fearing, devolves into Haiti. The tourism industry will be either heaven or hell. Will be to make it or break it season for Jamaica, because not only is it a big part of our economy, it's gonna be how the world views us from now on through it.
Right.
I think that Edmund Bartley and Andrew and the rest of them are gonna have to get their act up together. They probably are gonna step up some more. They're gonna speak and put up camera in places like Ochi and Mobi. You're gonna see them put up cameras across beach resorts and more police, and they're gonna put more investment because they want to ensure that
the same cameras I've been calling for years.
Yeah. And they expect them to put them up across the island. They're going to put them up just over there. Expect them to modernize just over there.
Not across the island.
Yeah, if they get a DNA database, it's probably like just for St. Anne or just for like the coastal tourist areas or tourist parishes, and probably not for the whole country. So they will step it up. In my opinion, I think it was most likely that they did that definitely to protect tourism and to protect the white people while their own get killed in the streets, because they need that attention from the master. They need that reputation from the master to be maintained. You cannot have master people coming to your country and being killed or being threatened. What will he do when he hears about this? When he's summoned by his master, by his governor general in his office, when the king commands that his people be kept in the best maintenance and care, or Anja go react? Because nothing said when this stuff happen, it's gonna happen again. And before they do something about it's gonna happen again. Because criminals, the people act fast. And the UK gonna say something.
It's like the Beryllium robbery and thing there the other day. It was like back to back to back to back before something was done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna talk about it, and then Angie's gonna come out and say X, Y, and Z, and you're gonna see new things come roll out. I really don't think Angie's not gonna do it, because if he doesn't do it, as I said, this is down the path towards chaos for Jamaica. But I think it's most likely Andrew just decide, okay.
If our tourism industry crashes, right? If people start let 100% raw with it. If people start saying, I'm scared to go to Jamaica because look, they're running up in the all-inclusives now. Jamaica is F-U, the rest of the words, ED. Done. It's gonna
Yeah,
take a
man.
major blow. A major blow. I don't think a lot of people really understand like how many people depend on the tourism industry in Jamaica. A lot of
A
people
lot of
depend.
people.
A lot of people. A lot of
Yeah.
Jamaicans depend on that
I'm sure
tourism
everybody
industry.
in this live and everybody who we probably think of have a relative who work here. I know people
Mm-hmm.
who I know close to me who work here.
Mm-hmm. I have relatives who
Um,
work there.
yeah, I have an aunt who left Jamaica and went to Sandals in Antigua to work
Mm-hmm.
in tourism. So people live have their whole careers in the industry.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, he's gonna have to do something about this because if he doesn't, it's a big problem. This might be how also the alliance that we
Mm-hmm.
were talking about from a long time between the politicians, the police, the gangs, how
Mm-hmm.
that trio might break up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the young cats, remember the old cats are dying, everybody dies eventually. The
Mm-hmm.
old cats are being phased out. If the young cats coming in are more chopping the line, are more quick money, fast money mindset,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not organized like a traditional gang, how can Andrew and the JCF make a pact with them? Because they're not predictable, they're wild, they're not they're
Hold on,
not
hold on,
organized.
hold on. Sorry, not to cut you off. I'm watching the comment section while you're talking. And white man with passport says, "Are you guys saying that there are Mexican-owned resorts now in Jamaica?" White man with passport, you're kind of late. They pretty much own our airports. Yeah, they pretty much own our airports. Now, if you ask the average suit and tie guy, he's gonna say, "Don't say that, SouFlo. They don't own it. They are managing it, or it was some kind of deal that was worked out where they manage it, but oh, they own our airports." And I covered that in depth a couple of years ago when they got the first airport. I was like, "This is weird." When they got the second airport, I said, look for Jamaica to become a place where there's going to be a whole lot of movement as far as cocaine and other things, illegal activities. And that's exactly what happened since. That's exactly, look,
Yeah,
we have some of the biggest cocaine busts in the past few years that they've taken over ownership of our hotels, of our airports. And yes, they have hotels there as well, with their own people employed there. So yeah, sorry, I did have to
yeah,
get that out.
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and it's an obvious pipeline from here back to Mexico back home. So it's obviously a little quick route for them to send the drugs through.
Yeah.
But if the young guys can't control themselves and
Mm-hmm.
can know that the white people are off, you can't touch white people. If they do not understand that they're off touch, they're not
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be attacked,
Mm-hmm.
then it have to go break up their lines. And you're gonna find a different way to get in money because
So you're saying that
if
before the older guys, them, they understood that there. So there's some hierarchy to this. They understood that as long as you preyed on locals, it was okay. But once you start touch like the white people, them that's coming in to enjoy, then we're gonna have a problem.
absolutely is the whole reason. I mean, it's the whole reason why certain people get life sentences. Is the whole reason why certain people aren't touched. I mean, the whole reason, in my opinion, think about something like I do this, I do this.
Mm-hmm.
When America wanted to extradite him, and Jamaica said no, and Jamaica didn't know anything about it. But I think when America come, basically everybody was just like, okay, come take him, and just look the other way
Right.
because they weren't gonna send him to you, but they
Right.
didn't want to make it look like to him.
And them
There was
game
a
up.
there's a secret agreement between them.
Right.
I'm not gonna touch you unless they come for you. So if you stay here and they don't come for you,
You're
I'm not
good.
gonna. You can stay.
Right. But if they come for you, I'm standing out the way, or I'm not gonna help them even.
Yeah, because everybody nice and calm until the Marine show up and everybody step out of the way and start to scream because the Marine them do a different thing.
Right.
So that's the kind of agreement they have. So this might be the way we get a little solution because if they really kick off in the worst fashion and make a bad name for us,
Mm-hmm.
the pack got to break up. And Andrew gonna call up in America or call up on somebody and they're gonna come and wipe out the criminal. It's gonna be bad in the short term, but in the long term, it's going to be really good because we're going to get a solution, at least in some way.
Well, I hope them come to one fast. Thank you. Thank you for your insights, as always.
All right. All right.
Listen. Yo, sidebar. King Biggs. King Biggs, I forgot Cameron go travel with him, you know. King Biggs always tuning in from somewhere. Today he's tuning in from Aruba. I want to be in your career field, sir. He's tuning in from Aruba. Big up yourself, King Biggs. Um, listen, the caller pretty much hit the nail on the head, man. This could be our slide all the way down the hill, into becoming some. I know Jamaicans don't like hearing me say this. So Flo, when I talk about Jamaica gonna become like Haiti for, you know, see how Haiti mash up. Jamaica could never become like that. Blah blah blah. Listen, we're not far. We're not far off from it. We are not far off from it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo.
Good morning,
I was
family. How
just
you doing?
listening to the last caller
Yeah.
and thinking that this might be the next phase to depopulate and take over the island.
Because we've been talking about this for quite some time, right?
And the population has no protection against the forces that pulling the strings. So you start by managing who comes to the island. Employment goes down. The population starts to feed on itself. And then you ask some outside force to come and help. And they take over the island. And the population goes from brown to white.
So yeah, like a gentrification kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
This is a long game. That was always the plan.
I've been saying this. Go back and look at my old
And
videos. I said somebody wants Jamaica. Somebody
and
wants
Haiti.
Jamaica. And Haiti.
Dominican Republic is already taken care of. Haiti, Jamaica, it's time.
I don't
They
know if a
wanna
lot of
wait
people
anymore.
speaking on Haiti for a second. I don't know if a lot of people knows this, but Haiti is a beautiful country, you know. I'm talking about the landscape and their beaches and all that. Haiti is actually a beautiful place. So you have to think that somebody outside is looking at it from a long view, and they're saying, well, how do we monetize this thing? How do we take control of it, turn it into what we want it to be? It could be booming.
You just have to get rid of the population,
Right.
the indigenous.
Right.
Rumor has it the Vatican is moving to Haiti. All right.
And you know what? They would be welcomed with open arms, because
Yes.
the groundwork for that has already been laid.
Exactly.
Yes.
The mind control,
Already
the
in place.
non-indigenous that runs the other part of Haiti that nobody talks about. The gated communities, the mansions, nobody ever discusses.
And E says these are conspiracy theories. See, the thing about conspiracy theories is when you see these things happening in front of you, it's no longer a conspiracy theory. It is something that is happening right in front of you. If you want to close your eyes and keep saying, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, that's a conspiracy theory, then that's a whole different story. But if your eyes are open and you're seeing what everybody else is seeing, you can no longer call it a conspiracy theory. It's something that's happening right before our eyes.
And that's a game plan.
Yeah, I agree.
Because even with the new vendor that you're advertising, solar light for the dark areas, how simple a solution was that? It could have been put in place 10 years ago. Why is it the individual citizen had to come up with such a simple solution? As you look at the government, you can't help but see this is all organized. The intention is to remove the population so others could take it.
All right. Well,
on that note,
thanks for that
just
insight.
Sharing a thought.
Yes, thanks for sharing your thought.
All right, have a good day and good feelings to you and the family.
All right, family, you too.
So long.
All right, check it out. There's a comment here. Ghostwriter, big up yourself. Ghostwriter says that Jamaica government needs to share the tourist wealth with the locals and they won't feel the need to run up and rob the place. That ain't so. That's not so. How should I put this now? I've said this before. We are chewing off our own hands and feet. Really. Listen to me. The way you get those tourism dollars to flow all throughout the country is that you stop the foolishness as a people and you actually cherish life and you make the country so safe that these people feel like I'm going to land in Jamaica tomorrow with my family. I'm going to drop my bag at the hotel. I might eat breakfast there, but I'm going to be all around the island. Guess what they're doing all around the island? They're coming to your little craft shops way up in the hills where you probably never get anything, much sales. They're picking up stuff that you handcrafted. They're buying them. You're establishing relationships. In the meantime, them want some food from the man where I do the soup over here, so, and we're able to tell them about it. Yeah, man, come try some of the Kong soup. Good for your back, you know. And he's like, what does he mean, good for your back? What does that mean? It means it makes you very virile and strong. You see these Jamaican men, blah, 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 and they're laughing and they're learning your culture and they're spending their dollars with you without even knowing it. Them go itch up a rum bar, watch girls dance, watch man enjoy themselves, smoke, drink, do whatever, listen good music. They're not standing at the pool in an all-inclusive watching that same thing all the time. This is how we access that money. I've said this before, but it look like me I forgot repeat myself. So it's not about government sharing nothing. The people of Jamaica, they're trying to access Jamaica, but we're cutting them off as in they are fearful. That's why they stay, majority of them stay in the all-inclusive. You have some brave ones that go out a road and venture way gone past their all-inclusive, but not too many. Majority of them stay close to the all-inclusive or just stay in the all-inclusive alone. And they encourage others to go and stay all in the all-inclusive alone. How are you going to get their money? If they come from the airport, they don't even rent a car, a lot of them. The all-inclusive that they stay at has a shuttle that picks them up at the airport. They go from the airport straight into these big walls. And inside of these big walls, they're catered to hand and feet, morning, noon, and night. You want a full body massage? We got that for you. You want a room that overlooks the sea and you can see the sunrise from, we got that for you. You want a place for your kids to play while you're here, some babysitting, everything like that, so you all can have a night out as a couple, dining, whatever. We got that for you. You want a special chef to knock on your door, cook you something exclusive just for the, we got that for you. Everything is in here. And then that shuttle takes them right back to the airport, and on the plane they go. Them never see Jamaica. They didn't see Jamaica. They experienced landing in Jamaica and a little bit of what Jamaica has to offer, but they didn't see Jamaica. So if we want the tourist dollars, we're going to have to clean up the foolishness that is going on in Jamaica, and then the tourist dollars will flow. Because I know for a fact that they will want to go venture out and go around and feel safe. You know, I was sitting here watching, I said to wifey the other day, I said, babe, let's watch, let's travel. So we vicariously travel because that's the world we live in now. So you can follow vloggers and bloggers. And we were in Antigua and Barbuda. We were in Barbados. We were in, and we're traveling to these different places, right? Me and wifey, we go through the thing. And to see the ease with which these strange people to these lands were able to travel and stay out all night, them out a road all night to eat different food and drink and walk. They're not even driving. They're on foot. Their expensive camera equipment out. Nobody is scared. Nobody was saying, hey, you better put with the camera equipment because, man, we'll rob you around here, you know. Or you can't venture off over in this area and you have to do this and hide over here so and don't talk to those people. They were like everywhere, all over the island. And the whole time I'm watching it, yes, I'm admiring all the islands, but I was saying to myself, damn, man, if Jamaica only could fix up, we would be able to be like this too. But we're not. We're not. When their tourists come, their tourists don't go lock themselves in all-inclusives. They go down to the beach where the locals are. Them play cricket with them on the beach. Them have night party on the beach. Them beach clean. Them roadside clean. There's a couple of things that we have to do as Jamaican people. Stop eat and just throw the potty bag everywhere. Stop pull out your wood and piss anywhere. Stop. Like, there's so many things that we need to do to access that tourist dollar. I could write the whole list down for you because the list is not long. Clean up the place, first of all. Because we have some nasty people who feel like if them eat a patty here, so them just drop the bag there, so and the bag is supposed to disappear. And it doesn't. It goes into the drain system, it pile up, sucks up bag, patty, box juice, bag juice, food, cartons, cigarette pack, out them cigarette everywhere, flick it anywhere. Just turn around and piss any which part them there. Like, there's a lot that we have to do to access this tourist dollar. We have to clean up ourselves. When people travel and they feel comfortable traveling, being out all night, partying under the stars until morning light, and nobody don't bother them. That's a joy. That's a place I will always visit. I will always go back. Nobody is running after them. Yo, buy something from me, no, buy something from me, no, see ya. Yeah, man. And the next man running behind him with the same thing that he's selling. But move out highway. Buy something from me to know, buy something from me to know. They don't experience any of that there. The people them have them crafts and stuff. It's set up. They have the different. I was watching in Barbados. Big up to Barbados. Them have rum shops. And the rum shop them built one next to the other, next to the other, next to the other. And you choose which rum shop you go, because each one have like them special type of foods in there. So, you know, once you have 2 shots of rum or you drink 2 drinks, you're going to feel a little bit, oh, like me need something to eat, right? They have they're different. They're not competing with each other. Everybody have their own theme. I'm in Jamaica and I see people that sell stuff. Let's take, where I call it there, down at Westmoreland, for example. The place where the bamboo them come over like this. I bust my car tire in there the last time I was there. I forgot what the name of the place is right now. But when you, Holland Bamboo, when you go in Holland Bamboo, right? When you go in Holland Bamboo, you will see about 10 stalls, and the 10 stalls are selling the same thing. How? 10 stalls in a Holland Bamboo selling the same thing. I'm showing you how other Caribbean islands are booming and are accessing the tourist dollars, and we not. Everybody stand up next to each other selling the same thing and get mad when you buy from the other person. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Oh, go on, SouFLo.
My day and the family want.
Good day, man. Everything good?
Yes, man. Can't complain at all. How about you?
Can't complain from me of life. Good.
Blessings.
All right, so I get a little, I can't even say a joke, but it make my girl even scared for go Jamaica. So just the other day we go Jamaica, Zin?
Yeah.
And they were at the airport and thing, and I, you know, put on my pullover and thing, and she said, why you have on your pullover, you're hiding from somebody? I say, no. But, you know, now nobody are looking at my face and everything and thing. So Virgin picked me up and say, oh, you good on him. I said, dog, straight at KFC, you know, brother. And he said, oh, I'm telling you, you never come out of the airport with you on KFC. Anyways, brother, I run about to the run. See? And
where you coming, JFK?
Allianz. No, man.
No.
Kingston Airport.
Okay, now I'm Manly.
See?
Yeah.
roundabout today and a Toyota Allian. Me have a license plate number in my phone. Bad man. I'm a daddy, I look down on my phone and my girl say, what the fuck? I say, what? You said me look up? Sean, 4 AR-15 in man and put out a car and turn around for our car. My virgin drop her brakes and say, "Bumbo clot." And he turn the car across the road, you see me? So we block off the traffic and I say, how the fuck I go on? I would say, I'm not going them that they have. Well, I'm a mold on me and look up. I got the man they have 3 windows, I look like a man they. I don't know if I shoot them, I go shoot up our car or is the next car them and wait for come. And I say, what the fuck? Same time I say, I'm shout my uncle and think, my uncle I keep police and sit there and say, I'm say, yo, you know, say a big guns of man just push out of one car and sit there and I say, which part? I say, I'm there right at the airport, I never come round the roundabout with. I talk about the first roundabout, you know, I not talk the second one, you know.
Yeah.
I talk the first one there on the airport. I say the bomb. So same time, I see the traffic start come round now and the boy them shoot through the side road, there's a go round the roundabout and come right round again. I'm bridging I do 100 on the airport road for go to the roundabout, so to have a view and in case, you know. I'm say, dog, don't stop. Yes, when time we do out there, 4 bike man, I see they out there like, if somebody would then come for the half of that. See? So then the car man fly past our car now and start tear down the road and sitting on the bike man and start follow the car now and sitting. So by the time I reach out to cement factory, there's a big police start so I'm a place and so I'm say, uncle, the man then gone in front of you know. The police them go the wrong way and thing. And sitting on the police them end up turn around and police must catch 2 bike boy them out in the past Scotiabank this up on Spanish Town road and they reach downtown the past Shaggy and Friends keep.
Yeah.
You know what from this man?
Yeah, me know where you talk.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's why police then lick down one boy off a bike and the next bike, but I don't know how everything. I say, brother, you see from me see that? The only thing, me not inside violent, but the only thing me say can fix Jamaica, you see? You see, any all them people that they unite and not kill off them one another and them sitting there. And say anything with the man, I hate what I get. It can't through the run. So you see what they do the other day over Miglis, where then the guy president the other in all him pool out there, mash up everything. You see any of them thing they are going to Jamaica, I tell you, the country run better. You see, just because nothing not going up for them politician yard and them thing there, and nobody for them not get licked on. You think them business about me and you or whoever they are road?
Right. That's what the caller was saying before. The only thing that more business about now is that the tourist dollars are going to be affected because Gunmen finally run up in an all-inclusive. You know?
Yeah.
So now they might do something around the all-inclusive.
Tourists done there. I made them suffer on that. It's bad, but that's the only way maybe think them would have changed things. But again, just because under them and people in their circle they eat lobster and them thing, then don't care.
True. Absolutely true.
My girl don't even want to come to Jamaica. She traumatized. She said that cross off on my list.
She not Jamaican?
No.
Wow.
She a Guyanese, but she used to Jamaica culture.
Seeing.
So but it just crazy.
Damn.
Crazy. Even me daddy. I grew up in a ghetto, I grew up uptown. And I see Wally Pastrap, I see man dead. But the way that out of airport, we never expect it.
Right. Especially right there, so.
You know.
Right, especially right there, so.
Tell you, I right at a gas station, you see right as I come over, I last sleeping police. And that's what happen. And if a man, they have so much high power rifle in their car, and police, they out there in the dark before we even go in our car, police, they out there. Panic ground, you know. And me have to say, 2 things can happen. It's either the boy I work with the police, or a police in a clean clothes.
And you know what? You know what the sad part is? Something where you just say, right? Is either them boy I work with police or police in a plain clothes. But listen to what you just said right there, so. And that's the sad part. The sad part is it could be either or. Because right now, that's one of the biggest fears of the people is that you can't differentiate gunman from police either.
Yo, you can't differentiate none of them. The other day again, I gave one little joke, you know, because of guy you Zin, and somebody else stand up there and they demand that bus stop. You know, say a police have on police clothes in our Honda Civic. The police then drive up on that bus stop and say, pussy hole and throw everything in her car. And she said, a joke can make, right? And the man draw back the running board and say, girl, I'm a slam out here, right? So, police, you know. Me not tell you about bad man we have here, police clothes, you know. Police. Rob them.
Crazy.
So when me see all them sitting there to rat, I have to say, Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
God Almighty, me have to laugh. Because me not think that would even possible. The way country around shit up the police and even rob them one people.
Mm-hmm. I know. First me hear a story like that either. So I'm not gonna act like I'm shocked. But yeah. Yeah. John Star.
You're rough.
Thanks for sharing, my brother. But yeah, you're rough, Pawi.
Yeah, man. All right, big up.
All right, so stay safe here. Listen, Jamaica. In my mind, the problem is easy to fix. In my mind, I see somebody just said in the comment section, SouFlo, all the corporate dollars usually go to all the dollars usually go to corporate entities first, and then Jamaicans, like the regular people, they get what's left, crumbs of the bread. We can get the good money too. Please listen to what I say, you know. Anyhow, we stop the violence. That's one of the biggest main part is the violence. Anyhow, we stop the violence, right? We can access that money on a bigger level. But that's like saying if the world was perfect kind of thing. Because people are like going for themselves, you know? Nobody now think of the bigger picture, like what this means for the country when they do stuff like this. Every man I think said, me want some money now for me. And that's it. Me and my crew, or me and my family, and that's it. They're not thinking about the bigger picture. But I'm telling you, even the hotels would be hurting if people weren't so afraid. And the reason is because they've seen the all-inclusive already. They know the all-inclusive experience already. Them want an Airbnb in our regular community. Them want to wake up next to we. Them want to go party last night with we. Them want to wake up next to we. Them want to drive go to the same party we went to come home. Them check in next door. We talk over the fence. All these things. Get up in the yard. They are yearning for the real Jamaica experience. But for now, they have to play it safe. So they take the little that they can get. Yeah, minimum wages, $89 a week. I've said it before. I don't know who can work and sustain a family off of $89 per week, off of a 40-hour work week. But imagine being able to rent out the house where grandma and grandpa dead left. Gil, you fix it up, you host it, we have the internet, you can advertise, you get a little car, you pick up the people and from airport, you carry them come at your place, you build relationships. This is what's going on in other countries. These are the videos that I'm watching from other countries. And the people that access all the money because they're not taking the money to no all-inclusive. And I'm not trying to cut no money out of the all-inclusive people in pocket. I'm just saying, if the country was safe, more of that money would come directly to us. People don't have a problem paying. People save, you know, man. Overseas, and everybody rich, and we who live here know that. So you know, so people work and they save and they plan these vacations and they want the best. They want something they could talk about for years to come. You think catch up in our all-inclusive is the end-all, be-all for them? No. Them want to go down and want a river go bathe. Them want to climb up in some mountain. Them want to go pick fruits and vegetables and walk through authentic neighborhoods and hear no talk about. Morning, Master George. Yo, my brother, want to go on, Steve? Yeah, man. When you drop in that place last night? Yeah, when you all left. Boy, I'm there for a while still, you know. All right, well, link up now. Yeah, man. Look more up at the yard still, right? And we have them people with we still. This is so and so and so and so and so and so. And they're like, hi, Georgie. Yeah, this is George, my brethren from me, a little youth. And we are go up, so go roast a pig later, kill a goat and do some goat soup and some curry goat and white rice and whatever. They want the authentic us, and they will pay out the wazoo for it. But we are move like wild Taliban, the people them afraid. Just saying. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning, family. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, that caller who called you a short while ago, I can tell you that the police do steal in Jamaica. I know of a path that in 1998, a constable was stationed in Mandeville. Actually held up the cigarette company.
Yeah. Here what? Not to cut you off, but we don't have to go back as far as 1998 because let me tell you, 1998 is a long time ago. See, you have people in here who born 1998. That's long. That's a whole lifetime ago. So and we don't even have to go that far back because what somebody is gonna say is, look how far back enough ago I tried demonize Jamaica. Yeah, pick up stuff from 1998. No, we're talking about stuff that happened today. We're talking about stuff that happened yesterday, last week, last month.
Yes.
48 hours ago. That kind of stuff we're talking about, right?
So that things have been happening from long ago.
Yes, man. Yes, and now it's more prevalent than ever before, and now we are able to see it more than ever before.
And I don't hope that the tourists will stop going to Jamaica and let them see the pinch down there.
Boy, I'm not gonna hope that enough. I know a lot of people hope that, but I'm not gonna hope that because anyhow that happened, Jamaica turned upside down. When I say a lot, there are thousands and thousands of Jamaicans that depend on and have invested years in a career in the industry. This is how they send their children to school. This is how they put food on their table. This is how them pay their bills. This is how they everything. If you snatch that from all of these people all at once with nothing to back it up, chaos.
But
straight chaos.
There is nothing that they're doing about the crime down there.
Yeah, but me know Jamaican people too, and they're not good. The same man that's capable of working 40 hours a week is the same man that's capable of picking up a gun and come rob you too. So at the end of the day, it's like we can't throw out the baby with the bathwater. We have to like skillfully figure out how to fix this or make it better without just saying mash up the whole tourism industry and then make Jamaica suffer. When they feel the pinch, then they will start to fix stuff because it's not exactly so it's going to go. There's a part of tourism. There's a part of tourism that many Jamaicans are not privy to. Let me tell you about this part of tourism. You see the wealthy, they're still going to be coming to Jamaica. They're untouched. We have 3 airports in Jamaica, not 2. Regular people come through 2 of them. That 3rd airport where the private jets land and where it's $5,000 a night to stay at some of these all-inclusive places. We're not talking about hotels. We're talking about mansions on the beach. We're talking about them, the kind of something that, so they could very well cut out the rest of us and still have an industry that caters to the wealthy only. You see what I'm saying? So we can't let the smaller man suffer because we still know that those bigger heads are still going to be eating our food, so to speak.
Even last year I was in Jamaica and somebody told me not to go into Mandeville market to buy any bammies there because they will sell me dearer than how they sell the other people down there.
Yeah, I'm in a business about stuff like that. Them can't rob me when I'm in Jamaica. If it comes to food and stuff like that, and somebody has said, well, is an extra $100 or $200 you pay for that? And I don't really care. I look at it as me putting money into the economy. I landed in Jamaica sometime last year, and I tell wife, I say, yo, I want some mango. I just feel for some mango. And there was a girl in the street, and some other young people, they're out in the streets, the sun hot, but they have these bowls that they made with mangoes in it. And I don't remember how much a girl charged me. She charged me a couple $1,000, like $5,000, $10,000, something like that, for like 4 mango. And after I paid it and I'm driving down the road, I'm doing a calculation in my head and I'm like, let me just pay.
That's not nice.
All that for 4 mango for. And then like 1 or 2 of the mangoes wasn't even good anyways. But guess what? I wasn't even angry. And then this was in Kingston and I was on my way to country. So guess what happened when I reached country? Mango everywhere. And I didn't have to pay for no mango. In myself, I told myself she's out there struggling. I'm encouraging her to do something positive instead of something negative. Take a little money and go on, because it really wasn't no money at the end of the day. It just sounds big when you say $4,000, $5,000, because our minds are thinking in US. But when you flip it and you find out how much was that really, you know, for her to be, at least she's able to help her family for that one day, put on a decent pot, probably, you know, go do something. I'm not stingy when it comes to stuff like that in Jamaica. I don't mind paying the extra. I don't mind paying the extra. It's the crime and the violence I can't deal with. That part there. And that's what's mashing up the place for us.
And you have no solution for that?
Yeah, they have no solution for it. ZOSO, Zones of Special Operations, and SOE, State of Emergency. That's it. And the same thing, repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, same result, rinse and repeat, double down, same thing, rinse and repeat, same results. No, just that's it.
And the police and the soldiers are overworked too, because I have some family members there, the soldier, and a long time his wife have not seen him.
Yeah, and then those stories start to come up. Policeman a sneak in a soldier man house and dealing with his wife for him, and the woman is being unfaithful, and them catch up and shoot after each other. And these are real things that are happening. They're highly overworked and they're grossly underpaid and they're away from home like it's a deployment, and their families are falling apart and they're frustrated and all kind of something. So, but that right there is not for us, the regular people. That is for now. That is the job of those people who were elected to do something about that, but they don't.
No, they're not doing anything about that.
To a fault, we have to blame the Jamaican people as well, because here why? They complain and then they celebrate these people. They celebrate these people that they vote for to be in these positions to do nothing. And then they complain about nothing being done and the conditions. And then they run out in their sea of orange and their sea of green and knocking pans and blowing horns and put them right back in the position where they were so they can complain again for years to come. I can't understand the mentality there. I can't understand it, but to a large degree, it is the people that are to be blamed as well. We have accepted certain things.
Last year I went to the Mandeville police station there, and my girlfriend asked her to need to use the bathroom. And can you believe that there was a big drum in there with water? I had to use the bucket to flush it.
Yeah.
The guard room was stink.
Yeah.
Stink of urine. One of the constables told me that they made them the crutches wash up. Very stink.
Well, yes, man. So it's a lot to complain about, actually, you know. There's a lot. But once we fix up the crime and violence part, the rest will fall into place. I'm telling you. I think as a Jamaican people, we have like forgotten the value of life. We don't really value life no more. I mean, I tell you, so when I was growing up, which wasn't too long ago, you know, if we saw bloodshed or a serious accident, people bawl and scream, you know, and run the other way, you know. They didn't want to see it. They didn't even want to look at it, but in case they have to go keep on recalling and remember and have this in your memory. But if you notice nowadays, after somebody's head gets split open by gunshots, everybody wants to see it. They want to see it up close, and they want to see another one and another one and another one. 7 people get shot, 1 dead, rotted. That story they're not too interesting. But you want to hear 7 dead, then it would have sound entertaining. You know, we've gotten to a place too where we're not only desensitized, now this has become entertainment for us. Dangerous, conditioned.
And those men who escaped from Black River, they haven't been caught as yet.
Somebody said in the comment section also, I wonder if it's some of them man that went and robbed that hotel.
Never can tell.
Never can tell. All right, family. Thanks for calling in and sharing your thoughts.
You too. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah. We need solutions. I know these are the facts, but I'm feeling so depressed now. I need a drink. Dorothy T, I swear to you, this is, and now you know why I don't do these anymore, like on a regular basis. Remember when I used to do these kind of stories every day or almost every day? Some people used to say to me, SouFlo, I don't know how you do it, because after I'm done listening to some of your live them, I feel like I need a drink or I need to go lay down or something. I started feeling that way too. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yeah, bless up, SouFlo.
Manners and respect, my brother. What go on?
Last time I called you was a couple weeks ago, so I hope I never missed the show, which I didn't.
Saying.
Hope all this one. I just want to say, I'm glad that a couple Jamaicans were performing at the BT last night.
All right, so we're gonna use you. So it's good to be used. We're gonna use you to switch the topic. Cause we talked about that enough this morning already. So now we're going into the BET stuff. Yeah, you lead the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm glad that they got to perform last night. As a Jamaican, I feel for far too long in terms of like reggae music and dancehall music. I don't want to say like the international scene, like the shun it, but I feel like we don't get the proper representation on certain white show internationally,
True.
I don't know if it's because the quality of music go down or what.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
I'm glad that
you know what it is. It's hard to accept that that's what it is, though, but you know that's what it is.
And then, personally, I don't like the fact that, for example, the Grammys, like, a next group win the category for reggae, sit right with me, SouFlo.
Like a group named Gentlemen, like 4 white guys win best Grammy album or best album of the year and get a Grammy behind it and these kind of things.
Yeah. I don't know if you sit right with me, SouFlo. And come from a place of jealousy, Yeah. Come say SouFlo, if we go in their category,
you're not winning nothing.
We say like jazz music or punk music or rock and roll, we're not going nothing.
And all those were started by us, but took over by them, believe it or not. So, but yeah, if we go into say country, we're not winning anything. You're probably not even welcomed in the genre. So you drop a country album and the people won't even buy it.
When you talk about reggae, you're talking about the core of reggae that was established in Jamaica, right? So how a man from Timbuktu, where reggae come from, in this category and win it? You get me? I say? So that shows you need a business about the core of reggae or where the music come from,
I like that idea, Nicky. Nick. Yeah, me hear what you're saying, brother. But here's the thing though. You see, music has no boundaries. That's the thing. And I remember Bob Marley saying, me never there around when Bob Marley was around, I'm watching videos of Bob. But I remember Bob Marley saying, them can copy it, them can copy it, but it's not gonna be authentic. Seeing is the authentic is a feel to it, Bob said.
Yeah.
And like him I say, something that has to be cultivated in Jamaica. But here's the thing. We have strayed so far away from our own culture now that when other people studied it and they stuck to it, we strayed away from it. And now when we hear it and we are saying, yo, some good reggae music, where that come from? And somebody says Sweden. And you're like, what? And then you hear what's coming from Jamaica and you're like, yeah.
I have a question for you, SouFlo, right?
Yeah.
What do you consider good music?
What I consider good music
Yeah.
It's all subjective. It's like a plate of food that might make you feel like you want to throw up. It's probably my favorite plate of food. It's subjective. So what I consider good music is probably not the same thing for you.
But wouldn't you say that with that plate of food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it might make you throw up, it's still quality in a sense, in terms of the ingredients. You might not like it,
Saying.
But you can't be on the book say, that cook good. The body no, but guess what? Me just know. Me not damn bored. Is it me?
No, man. No. Like, literally, people have different tastes. And no matter how good you cook something, if it go into them mouth, them feel like them want to vomit because it's just not something that would gel with them. Them can't say it good. No matter how good you cook it, them can't say it good.
One ask that in a SouFlo.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days now, remember, so the music is positive, the music is jovial, it give a vibe, it give a groove, right?
Okay, so
so
to answer your question then, in that line, you're absolutely right. So pull it back. Let me be direct. If you ask me what I consider good music, I consider good music that uplifts your spirit or music that makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give you no hold down negative vibration.
The thing is, I feel like there's good music out there, SouFlo.
Mm-hmm.
And enough times artists even say the same thing. Them say, yo, one time we put out a positive song. Nobody knows.
Nobody gravitate towards
and this is how people contradict themselves because them say too much gun song out there.
But that them go listen to
the positive song, get no traction.
Absolutely.
So what would motivate them to even put out more positive songs?
Absolutely. And they have families to feed too. Manners and respect, my brother. I'm gonna jump further into that. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's true. Because we used to do a whole lot of reviews here on this channel, right? We used to do the pen and paper review, which I still do every now and then. But every time I did a positive song review, it barely got any views. But every time I did a song review that was about gun and bust out face and scam my money and this and that, those are the ones that got the most support and the most review. But it's the same people that says, yo, me tired of hear them the kind of music that are them are the same one that go support the contrary. So yeah. The desolate one says you either clot or you fart. Which one you want to do? Oh boy. Anyhow, here what? Last night, let's switch the subject. So I said I was going to critique two performances. See? And the two performances I'm going to critique was Spice performance at BET and Lady Saw performance at Grooving in the Grooving in the Park here. The people them know. No, you don't like her from long time, And I say people. I'm just giving my opinion, okay? My opinion is my opinion. It's not law. So just let me give me opinion. See? Big up to Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is definitely a column in the building, a monument in the building. Busta Bus from day one has maintained his Jamaican. He's not like some people who we didn't know were Jamaican because they hid it all the years. And then when things started falling apart for them, they suddenly appeared to be Jamaican and their Jamaican came out. I'm not calling no name, I'm just saying. But Busta Bus has been that from day one till now. So to see him be awarded, to see him be celebrated, I'm proud. I'm happy. Last night when Busta Rhymes stepped on the stage, actually I was watching it this morning. When he stepped up on the stage, right, and him start talk, you want to see me chest a bus with my big old Jamaican flag, because he was like, yeah, I have to know, sir, that in my blood. See? And man, a Jamaican. And there was no qualms about it. So big up to Busta for that. Busta Rhymes could have used hip-hop artists straight through the night because it was his moment to shine. And he and I think they gave him that. And he used that time slot there to put us at the forefront. There's a lot of people that are saying, damn, dancehall music is not doing what it used to do. Y'all who come from the 90s and remember dancehall music? See? So, and it's like everybody that was hot back in the 90s wanted to work with dance hall artists out of Jamaica, authentic dance hall. And it looked like that time has passed. That's why people are still saying the best era for dance hall music is the 90s, because we still have not been able to do better yet. Yeah, we have some youth now. We are signed some big contract and they might be making more money now and they're able to buy Benz and BMW faster and fly go different places and whatnot. But it's not like it was before. We were on the charts before. We were in regular rotation on foreign radio stations before. We had all these number one artists, big artists from foreign, up to all Janet Jackson, I see called Beanie Man, and these kind of things, right? Up to Beyonce, seeking out Vybz Kartel and Sean Paul and these kind of things. So we lost something along the way. And we're blaming other people. But big up to Bossa Boss for reminding them that, yo, the Jamaican thing's still there, I know. And it named dancehall and it's authentic. When he put up Vybz Kartel on the big screen last night, I said, look on this. Vybz Kartel, they are prison 12 years now. And Bossa Boss throw him up on the big screen on the BET Awards in 2023. He put up Vybz Kartel next to Kool Herc. All the people who've been cussing me talking about, y'all Jamaicans, you're trying to pull a Christopher Columbus on Black Americans. Y'all didn't start no hip-hop. Y'all are not no founding nothing of no hip-hop. You guys came and saw us had this and you jumped in and put your name on it. No, Ninja. We gave you that. But we're the same people though. So it's like family fighting family. But to hear Bossa come out on the stage last night and actually say it, I said, oh no, for know that too, you know. DJ Kool Herc just got inducted in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And that was the reason why he got inducted. He is the founding father of what we know today as hip-hop music. And is a Jamaican, born Jamaican. That. See? So our bloodline runs deep. It's powerful. It's mighty. We're little, but we're Talawa for real. And I just felt proud as hell just seeing all that. So we can't praise Boss enough. We can't big him up enough. We just say we need a next banger for the summer from Vybz Kartel and Busta Rhymes for summer 2023. Anyways, while that was going on though, shout out to all the people that did perform. I still haven't seen the Skillibang performance, but I'm glad that he was there, if he was there. I know for a fact that Dexter Daps was there, and Dexter shelled the place in fine form. And you know about Dexter Daps there already. Him just built to perform. Dexter, you just say go, and the man gone, and he just run that. So, but Dexter Daps represented very well. Spice did her thing as well. She has a relationship with Busta Rhymes, as you can tell, outside of music. Like, you know, them a party, them good, real friends, and these kind of things. That's the vibe I get anyways. The performance was, I don't want to say nothing too bad. You know, Granny say if you don't have nothing good for say, don't say nothing at all. Yeah, she do her thing. She do her thing. The only thing me would have say in a Spice performance was, I don't know if it's because she put on some weight or whatever. Spice used to be little and maga, I know. I don't know if you know that. But Spice get extra thick these days. So and that's a part of life. You get older, you know, you get weight in places that's hard to lose it and these things. But the way how she did that breed, when she was out of breath, she still could hold her leg in the air. And she still could bust a split, which was all a part of it's Spice. I saw Pompute leave a comment on Pompute said, when you book Spice, you get Spice with her skin out the pum pum and everything like that. It's her brand. That's Spice. And I agree. And nothing wrong with that. That's dancehall. Dancehall is unapologetic. Dancehall, I call dancehall reggae music unruly sister or unruly sibling. It's the unruly brother and sister of reggae music. You know, reggae music, Bob Marley, the woman them wear the long skirt and them wrap up them head and them sway side to side and them rock like a bit so and them shoo and shoo and them do a little background vocals and yeah. And that's not a dancehall. Dancehall I gotta tell you about up under something and round at some part and yeah, something come out and the two breasts them out tonight and the batty jaw in the G string. You don't like it, don't look. That's dancehall. This is just unapologetic. Seeing, and we can't take that away from the culture. It is. If you don't like it, don't go there. What Vybz Kartel say, if you don't like cuss words, don't listen to dancehall. Some people are trying to remix dancehall and, oh, let's clean it up and make it up. It's never been that. Honestly, it's never been that. Yeah, we do songs that cross over, but it's never been that. So me not gonna say nothing about too bad about Spice. I just wish that she could have controlled her breath a little more. Because she did out of breath fast. And she was, I breathe what I got. But it did, everything else was right in place. You know? Boss and Spliff Star was up there doing their thing, representing to the fullest. And Boss and jump in and do the background vocals and make it come off sounding good anyways, regardless. So big up to them for that. I was really proud. Now me I go watch the whole thing all over again today because I want to see it from beginning to end. I want to fix a drink, jump on my couch, and let's enjoy the whole thing. We're proud people, and we're that. We're little, but we're talawa for real. And anytime you go anywhere and you see anybody doing greatness, digging at them background, like Kid of Kid and Play said, open your glove compartment in your car, look in there. You might see a Jamaican in there, you know, because we're everywhere and we're in everything. And like somebody said, we are the seasoning. We are the sauce, believe it or not. I know somebody's like, look at him, full of himself. What are you talking about? Y'all the seasoning and the sauce. Because we are. We are. It's not nice till we unite. See it? Shout out to all Caribbean islands because that's what Buster was on last night too. He wasn't just bigging up Jamaica. That's another thing. He was bigging up the whole Caribbean diaspora and big up the Trinidad, right? And big up him Guyanese family and big up just everybody. He was bigging up the entire Caribbean diaspora. As a people from the Caribbean, we are the sauce. We are. Caribbean bloodline. I don't know if you see that t-shirt. That one's over there. It says Caribbean bloodline with all those flags on it. Yeah? Seeing. So we think still. I'm proud. I don't know why Scam likely keep on calling. You have to call with a number, my friend. But we're proud. Now, on to the next performance now that I want to critique. I want to critique the Lady Saw performance. If I could play these clips without them doing a copyright infringement stuff, I think I can play this one. I don't know if you're going to see this march they had over the weekend where these people were out in the street screaming, we're here and we're queer and we're coming for your children. But I'm going to do that on a whole different video. Let's take a call real quick before we go into this. Call back. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, hi, how are you?
I'm good,
My
family.
number comes up as spam likely?
Well,
I wasn't calling you on WhatsApp. Just a quick thing.
That's probably...
No, I was just going to say that this explains why Spice had canceled from the other show then. Because maybe for her, this is bigger. BET Awards, you know, Busta Rhymes tribute, all that stuff. Maybe
yeah,
that's why.
And my question was, why would she accept? Because she was booked late for Groovin' in the Park.
Yeah.
I knew that Lady Saw was going to be there. I didn't know that Spice was going to be there, right? And I was promoting it. I was saying Lady Saw is going to be at Groovin' in the Park. And remember, I even said I even did her freestyle. I redid it right on Morning Thoughts, where she was like, run New York, I'm run JA. Tell the devil if you come out on my way. Tell them offspring, them mind them get slay. I did that, and I said she was going to be there. And at the time, Spice still wasn't booked yet. So when I wake up the next day and I saw Spice was booked for it, I was like, damn, that means 2 of them going to be up. Me, I get all excited. And she even went and did an on-stage interview with Mr. Winford Williams and said she's going to be there. So why go through all
maybe
that?
She thought the
booklet?
2, she could have done the 2, because the park thing was in the daytime, right?
But why
And
go
the
through
BET
all
Awards
that,
were
get
like
booked
late.
late, publicize that you're going to be there, then pull out? Yeah.
Maybe to
I
give
was
people
looking
to talk
for...
and question and wonder. No.
Because check it. If you get booked for BET, right? If you get booked for BET, that's something you know ahead of.
Yeah.
Or maybe Busta call her in last minute and say, yo, Spice, you have to come represent for me, you know. And she was
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
Yeah, it could
That's
be.
what I was
It could,
thinking.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the
is
doubt.
more
It
of a
could be.
bigger platform.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all I supposed to say.
All right, family.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, we're not gonna beat Spice too bad. We just have to say we didn't understand why she quit at the last minute. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, she's afraid that Lady Saw." Some people were saying because she's not ready to bury the hatchet yet, so she don't want to share stages. Anyways, let's get to Lady Saw's performance now. This is Lady Saw at Grooving in the Park. Oh, go on, yes, sir. This is Spice. I don't think she liked me too much, so I'm not gonna really play her music because she will definitely hit me with a copyright infringement. But Lady Saw is live in the park, and these kind of clips I think we can play. I don't know. Lady Saw. Let me play one little clip and you take it for where you want to take it for. See it ya.
Hey, me no come here so fi idle. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Me no come here so no come here so no come here so no. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Hey, me no come here so fi idle. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Me come here so fi preach up the gospel. So tell a bleach out, dopey me no frightened. Hey. Listen, hey, all witches and warlock. Me I tell you right now, step he dress back. Me a one Christian who clap back. And when the clap back head, most grabs up me say, pull. The clap back head, most grabs up me.
Me no come here so fi idle. Me no come here so fi dance all title. She said, tell her bleach dopey selfie. Yo. The lady, me I go play it again. Hold on, let me hear what I call her say real quick then. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yes, family. What go on?
First and foremost.
Yeah.
Boy, it's a big up Mama star.
All right, sir.
But something about that lyrics there.
Yeah.
That bother me brain.
We don't come here to fit dance all title.
Yo, I don't know about that lyrics there.
She said,
and I don't know.
She said she a one Christian with clap back. So when she clap back, head must crack.
Yo, listen. Me see that clip there last night.
Yeah.
I'm going at the comment and me see people I say why on stage choose to show this clip. Because on stage first, me see it. Seeing,
yeah, big up on stage.
Some people say, why they never show when she wins some souls. But boy,
did she?
Me don't know. This a clip that I needed. This for all whenever they are groove in the park. Lady Saw is back.
She's
back.
This
is what nobody wants. Yes, she's back. She back.
In a dance hall.
She back. In a dance hall right now. Secular music and that style.
May I go over on stage and go watch the interview because there is an interview after with Mr. Winford Williams on stage. I'm gonna go catch it. Me no see it yet neither. Today I'm gonna be binge watching. Yeah.
All me have to say about the performance is
in our full suit of white. It bother your brain.
Something I go. Yeah, something I go.
Brother, it can.
You're gonna hear about it.
Yeah, me that get.
You're gonna hear about this.
Me that get like a 2000 Sting vibes to that one.
Yo.
Yeah. She step out in her all white to the one.
Nah, me not call on name, but bleach out who have to do with who and one chill and who and one.
Yeah.
Hear me so for look more, yeah, man.
All right, my brother. All right. Tell her bleach out dopey, me not frightened. I want the bleach out dopey. Me granny. Me have to play it again. Hold on there, give me this. Me have to play it again. Me want to watch the whole thing. But
Me no come here so no. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Hey, me no come here so fi idle. Me no come here so fi dance all title. Me come here so fi preach up the gospel. So tell a bleach out, dopey me no frightened. Hey. Listen, hey, all witches and warlocks.
All witches and
Me I tell you
warlocks.
right now, Steffi, dress back. Me a one Christian who clap back, and when we clap back, head must grab. We say, pull.
All I pull it up, ladies. All I pull it up. Let me critique. Ladies, she's in dancehall to me. She's in dancehall to me. I think she took a break. Yeah. She's in dancehall. Like the caller just said, she back. She is, for sure. That was all dancehall. That me not even hear the lyrics I got clean. I remember I said Lady Saw could come back in dancehall and she would probably still have everybody who was following her before still follow her, because, and even more so now, because she's not going to be doing slack. She just a go do them ya kind of something ya. Them lyrics are not necessarily say clean still enough, because you still a talk about head of a crack and all these things. But you know, when time you watch, if you watch a video of somebody being killed and you watch a real human head bust open, it's more frightening, scary, something you don't want the kids to see. But if she talk about demons and witches and warlocks, and when she clap back, head must crack, it's like a demon head crack and a beer's green smoke come out of it. And so the lyrics are constructively put together and they can go. So ladies are grooving in the park, did our thing from the little when me see. If I see anything more, me I go talk to him about it. See, big up to Lady Saw, big up to Spice as well. Spice did her thing as well on BET Hip Hop Music Awards 2023, and shout out to Busta Rhymes as well. Me not have nothing bad to say with none of the women them. They did their thing. I mean, sister Spice can still hold up one leg and split. Means the whatever illness she had before surgery, whatever, it didn't hinder her. Because I remember her saying, well, maybe me can't split again on stage or boom or nothing again. And she obviously can. So big up to her for that. So that was a huge stage. We were represented well all around. See? Sunfest next up. Lady J says Sunfest is next, and Lady Saw is going to be at Sunfest next. So that is going to be something to see, and that is another sea of people, big old crowd. Spiced up on Sunfest this year? Is she booked? Somebody says she's not pregnant. Lady Saw? Me don't know, me that look on the white outfit when the breeze did blow while she was walking across the stage, and I did see a pudgy belly, but you don't ask a woman if she's pregnant, because the woman might just be a spicy attack. Oh, me think you attack Lady Saw, because Lady Saw kind of looked like she was pregnant to me, but I mean, it's a big old outfit she had on. And it must be hot. So I was like, why she wore that? But you know, she did try to look godly but look cool at the same time. Anyhow, she too old. Crystal G says she too old. Don't do that something there. Don't do that something there. We are the only people that do that. When I look at white people allow their legends to keep touring and literally selling out stadiums and able to amass great wealth over their lifetime because them still at tour. And nobody is saying, oh, they're too old. Aerosmith, them people that have to get like carted off the stage in a damn wheelchair before their audience call them old. Me not call none of them old. They're not old. Lady Saw is not old, Spice not old, and they're definitely not too old. Both of them can actually outdo the other 98% of who is in dancehall right now. I just said that, and that's factual. Heard what I just said? Both of them could actually outdo the other 98% of females who are in dancehall right now. Somebody I gotta take it and use against me later. But if you can beat Lady Saw lyrically, or in a confrontation, or on stage, and if you can beat Spice as well, then show your face. But they're not. So they're not too old. Too old for something is when you jump on the bike and I try wheelie and you drop off. And one time gone, you used to carry wheelie down the street. That's when you're too old. They're still very much wheeling down the street. Right? I don't know where we get this thing from, like getting older is a sin kind of thing. I know you're too old now. As people reach, how old are you? 30? Yeah, get there. 35? Yeah, you're too old. Come out highway. Somebody else. We need to stop that. Too old for pregnancy? I don't know. I was watching a video yesterday and a woman in 60-something years old just have one baby. Yeah. And another one, she was 50-something, just had a baby. 60, 50-something, and 40-something just had babies. So, me and no God. I don't know. I know what I learned in school. And what I learned in school is that Down syndrome actually has no other scientific explanation other than majority of the children that carry Down syndrome or are born with Down syndrome were born to women that were 45 years old and up. So if you start having children in that age bracket, then the chances of you having a child that has Down syndrome increases 1,000-fold. That, me know. Right? Dr. Bird says, SouFlo, if you believe in a God. I'm tired of explaining that, yeah, man. You're somebody will come around every once in a while. I'm tired of explaining that. I believe in a woman, believe in a papa. Let's talk about the last topic for the morning, which is Jashii and his mother. Jashii's mother had a lot to say.
I know him get it.
Jashii's mother had a lot to say. And this was taken off of the Jamaica Observer. But while you listen though, what she had to say, and then I'm gonna say what I have to say, and this will take us out of here for this morning. I might have to redo the icon for this video, but whoever was here, you get to enjoy live Yasa. So shout out to the Jamaica Observer for this. We're using it purely for conversational sake because I have a lot to say. Sita.
4-year-old him achieve him goal. From Jashii 4-year-old him a fight for him goal, and now him get it. Why them want hold on me pick them man? Why no want hold him down? As we say already, I'm going to say it again. We're going to find Proverbs 12 and read 22 to 28. And set to no heart free, man, and make my own free too. Because I know my hand clean and my heart pure. I don't know nothing about room there. And my son don't know nothing about room there. I can't even get to come to my everyday duty as me used to do, sell me soap. God, the blogger them make me afraid of my community. This is where Romy do his business. And over here is where I do my business. You see all the streets there, and you see a lot of people do business on the same place. If Romy spit in my face right here, you don't think somebody out here would see that or know that? If it's even a vehicle that's going up or down, you don't think somebody would see that? Why these people keep spreading rumor on my name? When you come off of my name, man, and come off of my son's name, because we don't talk about Rome, I don't know nothing about it. Me don't know nothing about it. Me tired of it, man. I know no blogger. I want to take this thing out of proportion, you know. I want to beat me up, you know. And I beat up Rome family, them, you know. Rome clean out my place. The same map clean Rome place, and the same map clean my place. Rome ever keeping my place clean. Rome and the eyeglass, me and I say Rome walk and Rome and get trouble and this and that. Rome not get nobody no trouble. Rome sell him like an orange. If him not no orange, him go look June plum or something or Guinea for coming. Him go sell him Guinea. But don't leave me, I'm picking them out of them something, man. What do you want me to run me from a community where I'm born and growing up? Me don't have nowhere to run go, you know. And somehow no talk how me pack up and run where. Me don't know where to run go, man. When you just take my son Jashii name out of this thing, because Rome, me don't know about that. Me don't know about that, I'm tired of it now.
I had to pause. Jashii's father is going to speak next, right? But me had to pause. Black Issues with Shaka bin Judah says, but like most immigrants from the Caribbean in Africa, want to replace foundational Black Americans so bad, that you would lie about the history of our music, trying to claim it as yourself, your own. So, without further ado, this person right here will be hidden from the channel. So I'm just remove them off our channel. Now I'm gonna go into the foolishness anymore. I don't do the division thing, and I'm not trying to do this whole Caribbean black against black Americans and all this other stuff. We've dove into those topics before. Nothing good is in there, even though I'm trying to set table for a recourse, for a conversation that we can have, because we're all the same people, really. But then, you know, there's division going on and animosity being carried and all this. It is what it is. It's not just me saying it, it's other people who are foundational to the movement called hip hop and the music that have been around it 50 plus years, which is how old it is, that are telling you to your face that this is the founding father of it and this is his background. I don't understand the animosity for you trying to so hard to not accept that that's what it is. And now you're trying to pit us against each other, how we try to steal everything from you and rewrite stuff. I'm not getting into all that this morning. Let's go back into this Jashii stuff. Let's get everybody caught up. Jashii is an artist that's doing very well in dancehall and reggae music for himself. Is a youth that 2022, his song was the most streamed song out of Jamaica. Jashii name got caught up. His name got caught up in something recently where a man lost his life. The story that was published by news entities out of Jamaica, not vloggers, because we not do vloggers and bloggers over here. So we do what is published by the sources that everybody goes to for their news first, right? Which is Jamaica Gleaner, Star, Observer, Loop News, and entities like those, TVJ, CVM, right? If you don't know those, get acquainted with those first before you go listening to vloggers and bloggers. So when we read the information that was released by police to these entities, it's not a vlogger and makeup stuff over here. So the issue I have with what they're starting to do, there's an undercurrent going on in Jamaica. I don't know if you saw it, but about a month or 2 months ago, I did a video saying it's dangerous to be a vlogger in Jamaica because the people are starting to hate vloggers. They love them because you provide free content for them 24/7. Most of them, they won't even subscribe to your channel, but they'll show up every day to consume the free content, right? And then as soon as anything goes wrong, blame it on the bloggers and the vloggers. Them chat too much and them spread misinformation. What I wish that she would do and others would do is call out the exact name of the platform that is misinforming people, but they don't do that. They heap everybody into one. So if I should be speaking about a specific kind of woman and I say, you know, woman does terrible, you know, woman this and woman that and woman that, of course I'm going to get a bunch of women jumping on me like, yo, you can't be generalizing like that. It's damaging and degrading and disrespectful for other women who are not like that. You're speaking of a certain type of women. So address them. Same thing other way around. But they have such an animosity kind of feeling, especially since they have this thing in them head say, the vloggers that are making it, they're making a whole heap of money off of it. Anytime you start make money or they feel like you're making a lot of money, jealousy comes with it. That's our people. And then there's a way to tear you down. When they start to discredit vloggers, they won't single out the one who's been misinforming the people. They will actually just heap everybody into it. Don't heap me into it. And these things blow back on all of us. Because people now come to my platform talking about, yeah, man, I want to vlog the worst thing ever happened to Jamaica. I want to mash up dancehall music. I want to keep this thing going. I want to cause man forget kill and all these. I'm like, who the hell are they talking to? Because it surely ain't me, right? But I get heaped in it too. So I took kind of an offense to that. However, she's saying, if I'm not correct, she's saying that whatever happened between her and this guy, Romy, who ended up dead, after, according to police, her son confronted him. Hours later, he ended up dead. Jashii was in custody. He turned himself into the police along with his two attorneys. Peter Champagny was one of them. I can't remember the other name. And he was questioned in the presence of his attorneys and he was released. Now his mom is out in the streets saying what she is saying. Jashii's been fighting for his own since he was 4 years old. I remember when I read the article and I said his name, I've never seen Jashii's dad. But when I said his name, the first thing I said was, is a Rasta youth picnic. Because I knew it by his name. Anyhow, his mom's here saying, if Romy did spit in my face or throw water upon me, don't you think somebody out here would have seen it? And so what I'm getting from this is either she is saying that it never happened, or she is saying that it happened, but she's not the one that called Jashii and tell Jashii. So me never call my son them and tell my son about come handle this, because that's what some people are saying. And that's what the original news report said, is why some people are saying it, right? I read it straight to the people from these news entities that are trusted, and that's exactly what it said. After questioning by police, this is what they came away with as well. The incident did happen. It happened in that way. An altercation ensued after a confrontation, and he splashed water in her face, threw water in her face, and her son went to go have a talk with him, and then hours later, he ended up dead. And people are saying that Jashii and him bad man friend them kill off the man and all this now. Shows were supposed to be happening because he was booked for shows. And apparently, he got cancelled. I don't know if his promoters are saying, yo, we don't want the little war thing spreading to a venue. And, we don't know why his shows were cancelled. But that's what it says on the front line. Born on the front page, it says Jashii takes a hit. Go read the Jamaica Observer. Jashii takes a hit. Born fighter, traumatized to the core. The song of his that was the most streamed song out of Jamaica for 2022. The title was Born Fighter. Right here it says Born Fighter, traumatized to the core. Family says as his shows are canceled. So now it's affecting his pocket because his shows are canceled. His mom just said a mouthful. She's blaming vloggers. She's blaming vloggers for the way her community is. She's blaming vloggers for her not feeling safe in her community. And she's asking the vlogger them, what no want me to do? No want me have to get up and pack up and run where left the place so I'm born and grow. That's like me doing crime stories out of Jamaica and people telling me I'm trying to make Jamaica look bad. Not the gunman that just killed or shoot up 8 people and one of them died. Not the 4 persons or 5 men who took the 2 Uzi and the 1 handgun and run up in an all-inclusive, family-oriented hotel. Not these people that's trying to make the place look bad, and the vlogger are trying to make the place look bad by talking about what's already public knowledge. Now, I will admit, there are some out there who take stories, they twist them, they make them own story out of it, and they seem to be the ones who Jamaican people who are in Jamaica follow the most. They love the sensationalized stories. I've told y'all this before. I don't sensationalize stories, and the reason is the world is small for me and I go everywhere. So people can see me out the door all the time. SouFlo, want me, walk on, where you do run them parties, all them something there. Me don't want nobody ever approach me and say, yo, the little something will happen the other day with my son. Why you take your platform and twist up the story like that? Where you get this information from? On out there, look, views and likes, my youth, and you make the youth lose him career. Now you make man want kill the youth because you do. I mean, not join that something there, right? But they love the ones that do, and then when they blame vloggers, they don't single them out to blame them, them put the good one them in the batch with the same one that they support and blame all away. Like it's all away doing it. Anyhow, I want you to hear what his mom had to say, finish up, and then hear what his father had to say shortly after. Here we go.
What do you want me to run from a community where I'm born and growing up? I don't have nowhere to run go, you know. And somehow don't talk about me pack up and run where. I don't know where to run go, man. Wanna just take my son Jashii name out of this thing. Cause Rome, me don't know about that. Me don't know about that. I'm tired of it now.
Yeah, my name is Mervyn Clark. I'm Jashii's father. And I'm trying to mix him up. Yeah, so the problem is now, is like, they want to get to the youth, but then start from the mother. And claims that the man kick over the mother soup pot, spit in her face, wet her up with water. When there is nothing like that, you know, see, while the mother, the old mother is a loving parents, you know. She share, everyone love her. You know, see, it's not like so well then, she's a troublemaker. She's a loving, nice, beautiful lady. You know, see?
Yes.
But they want to carry on the youth career. Because there are good things in the world there, you know. And keep treat for the youth them. Him give back to him school and go excel, shout to the school, the church, school and start from. And then I big up that, you know. But the negative things they push out now is like they want blight to the youth career. You know, see? So right now, this interview, we want clearing name. You see? But we know say it's just false news that go around, and people like the false news more than the positive news. You know, see? As a youth, they check for the community.
That's what I say, Sash.
And all them things. You know, see? So it's not a bad youth, but people just want to carry down the youth career, you know, see? And we now go stand up with that. You see? You make sure his name clear so he can carry on in life. They want to frustrate the youth. But you see the problem is, that one young youth, you know, when all these things are reaching, you know, if he's not firm, he will get off and head, you know. You know, see? So we have to make sure to be a rock around him. Me grew him as a father, never forsake him. As a 6-year-old, me buy him all a guitar, send him to go learn, play it up a Jashii, the musician. But we see music in him, you know, when he's young. You know, see?
Yeah.
So, what in a man, no one can take it away. No one that try blight to the youth life. You know, see, and you share with the whole of them. And I like saying, come here and he mean, he sharing things. You know, see? And sometimes all of you want to wait. Say, you know, put something aside, brother. But I just like his father and his mother.
Yeah.
But we're a caring person, we share what we have. You know, see?
Straight.
So, all them I do, and when them I try, that now go stop him. And we not encourage no one to do no badness, or no revenge, or nothing. Just keep the opposite.
Appeal to the bloggers, the vloggers, the YouTubers who
man, all these bloggers keep mixing up the youth. Don't know the true story, but through them a look, fame and riches. While they make money off of these things, you know. You know, see, lion story. And we don't want that. Talk the good things that the youth do. But through them want to destroy the youth now. Them keep spreading false news. And it hurt him. It hurt me, it hurt everyone. You know, see.
Why people have stopped me from achieve my bread and my little son Jashii from achieving goal? From Jashii 4-year-old, him a fight for him goal and now him get it. Why them want hold down the pick them man? Why no want hold him down? As mistake already.
All right. Listen. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello.
Yo.
Morning, family.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right. A long time in a show job still.
Yeah.
Hear me I say.
Talk to him.
Just I watched a video a while ago. All right. First of all, I like you a certain way, innit? In body language, throw me out.
Saying.
There is no eye contact to the reporter. Me now say some way I say is lying. The other thing I'm never say to you again. You remember the interview where Jashii did do back then? Why should I look into it and think everybody I think that a bad man come spread out that brother there?
We went over that a few days ago, you know.
I know you brief on it, but never catch you still, you know.
Yeah, them put it on front page, you know. Themselves in the Jamaican media put it on front page, so I read it to the audience. Now my memory is pretty decent. I remember a part in there where them said Jashii did an interview with ER back not too long ago, where when asked in the video if one of his friends ever betray him, or if he got word that they had planned to hurt him, what he would do.
Yeah.
And in the interview, Jashii said, I would have murdered him.
And him never follow on that and then skip it out and then him turn and ask Antonius. So you not carry?
You don't have a gun?
Read between the lines.
You don't have a license?
Me not say it over.
You're not afraid?
All right. You see what them are running?
Yeah, but they must stitch it together, you know.
That stitching part there, you may not see it, and me may not see it. But I am telling you, that is to wreak havoc right where his mom is, and they're going in R5. There is no turning back.
Yes.
All right. You know why I say that? Not even Vibes Cartel. You saw them do Tamale. Me not say nothing more.
All right.
We will talk. Love.
Manners. Yeah. Man. I don't want to be no agent of no destruction. See? So let me put it like this. Over here, we go strictly off of what's already been put out to the public by trusted media sources, or you could call them corporate entities then, those that are recognized and can be held accountable. This is why I always cite my source. Even when I first did the story, I write down what one caller called and told me, because me a SouFLo, and they call and people be like, yo, SouFLo, I have a story for you, you know, because something not going in my area, yeah. You know, hear what happened to Jashii, and me I say, who? Jashii, man, the artist, and me I say, no. And then I say, well, brother, let me tell you what going around here, because right now around here, tense. Not even feel like me want to go out the door. I think the person said, I don't even feel like me want to go out the door unless me have to go get something to eat or something like that. Go up on the road. Because around here look like war about to broke out. And they gave theirs. And as they're talking, I'm pen and paper and writing. So I write it out. And then the next morning, what was published in the paper, I compared what was said to me by what was in the paper. And I read to you what was said to me. And then I read to you what was put in the paper. And it was pretty much lining up. There was nothing off as to what was said, except for, of course, round here tense. But the paper also said Grants Pen is tense right now. So the only difference in what I was told was, yeah, I'm get 2 lawyers. And I said that before that was published in the paper. Him get 2 lawyers, and him 2 lawyers, them name blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I said that to the audience. Other than that, so we're not doing the mix-up thing, and we ain't trying to be no agent of destruction, and these aren't stories that actually make you good money, right? I wish Jashii all the best. The thing looks sticky. It looks sticky because I can see the same Jamaican people who claim to support you, they're pushing the fire in them. Them push the wood in that fire here hard enough. I went through the comment section yesterday and people are firing back. They're saying stuff like, mother and father have to move and go. Because when the picnic get involved in something, not one hour ever come out and say, yeah, my son was a bad man and an artist, my son, the people are like pushing back, like they actually want to believe the other narrative. The people want to believe, say, a man this Jashii mother and Jashii hangle it or make him bridging them, gunman friend them, hangle it for him, and these kind of things. And they're sticking to it. Now, I've told you before, the salacious stories always sell more than the truth. The end of those salacious stories, though, someone gets damaged. Someone can lose them freedom. Someone can lose them life. I'm starting to realize that a lot of people listen to vloggers and bloggers more than them actually read news or listen to real reports and them take it for real. Last thing you want is the wrong set of people take this up and say, yo, so-and-so say, and are true, and then have his mom and dad running up and down all over the place. I see somebody said yesterday, or have his mom and dad lose their lives over this. I seen somebody said, his mother still a sell soup or roadside. Listen, not everybody wants fame. Some people are comfortable right where they're at, right? Remember when named there, when them gunned down the other day in Jamaica? I need a roof over my head and bread on my table with love. That brother there was sing that from the Mighty Diamonds. I kill them man of Jamaica, The other day, Tabby. Thank you, Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. I gunned down, Tabby get gunned down, Tabby wasn't into no gun nothing, This man is a universal ambassador for love, unity, harmony, peace, and everything like that. But Tabby never left a certain area because Tabby believed that this is where his inspiration comes from and why I separate myself from the people that motivate me. I love the people them around here. Them love me too. So when you see Jashii mother say, she can come out, come sell our soup and all these things, I know everybody are run down certain things that you think people should be running down. Oh, your son is a big artist. That means you should be in a mansion on a hill somewhere or whatever. Not necessarily. And there's another angle to this. Fame does not equal financial well-off. You have a lot of people who have fame. They're famous. But their bank accounts don't reflect the fame. So I know everybody were famous rich. It's not every artist you see or every ghetto youth to a bus where or get their big break. They haven't accumulated enough funds yet to get that mansion on the hill and the yacht and the this and the that and all the things that come into your mind when you think of what a famous entertainer should have. So if mommy's still out the road, I sell her soup, she's still out the road, I sell her soup. Maybe it's something she actually enjoys doing. She loves cook, she loves sell, she loves bringing her own income. People have been depending on her for years. Some people just rooted in their community like that. I don't want to see this go any other way, but I'll tell you what. A man is dead. A man is dead. And from what I have read in those same papers out of Jamaica, his side is speaking off and seeking revenge. Now, whoever is responsible or whoever is deemed responsible by then, you know how the place run already. I look to hear more happen in the future. Me not think him just a go dead, so. But mommy said she don't have nothing to do with it. She don't know nothing about his death and take her son name out of it as well. They tried to clear up what had happened and me leave that more confused than ever before. Because now me I wonder, did it happen? Is she saying that no altercation happened between her and that young man and her son never went and confronted him? Did the media just make this up? Because the police said them interview him and the incident did happen. But he was cleared. Keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to see what happened down the road. I wish everybody nothing but peace, love, joy, and prosperity. That horse already went through the gate. Watch what happens next. I don't know what else to say. It feels heavy. Y'all have a wonderful day. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. Jashii, stay up on the straight and narrow, brother. You have an opportunity to become something huge. Accomplish and realize all your goals and dreams and set it in a way where your children and children's children can be happy or benefit from your gifts that the Almighty Creator gave you. I suggest you stay upon that. Walk good, everybody. Until tomorrow, God spare my life. Oh, I didn't show you the walk on with my hat and everything, but I'll show you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to start the video off. I'll show you a whole different SouFlo. Until then, peace and love. I'm out. Peace.